excuse the haircut in the middle of this COVID-19 ordeal. Things are slowly opening back up. So let's just jump right into it. So I was talking to one of my friends about, uh, just kind of me growing as an individual entrepreneur, business owner, lawyer, and one of the things, and this is a guy I pretty much respect, I highly respect, and one of the things that he suggested is, make sure that when you putting things out there that you providing value, and so that's one of the things that I want to do with you today is, you know, add value, and please feel free to, add comments in the comment section, DM me, call or text or whatever. So let me know, if what I'm providing is something that is worthwhile. But I saw this post from Tyrese, and I got it right here, and it says Netflix did not kill Blockbuster. The ridiculous late fees did. Uber did not kill taxi business. Limited access and fair control did. And the list goes on and on. Talks about Apple, Amazon, Airbnb, and some of these companies we probably tell you is technology. And I cannot agree more with this post. That it's not technology that killed all these businesses. It's the customer service. It was the failure to listen to what your customer, your client base is saying. One of the things as a lawyer that I've had to learn to do is listen to what my clients have to say, even if they're wrong, even if they're dead wrong. It's not necessarily about being right or wrong. When you listen to the client, as a lawyer, as you take in what they're saying, you have to adhere or listen to what they're saying, but also provide feedback that's going to help them to achieve whatever goal that may be. Now I know that might be the criminal lawyers, whatever, but the main point is you're there to provide a service, and when you provide the service, it's three principles that I like to live by when service a client, whether you're a legal client or whether we're a business partnership, or whether I'm just giving some business advice or what have you, or even talking to my two kids. Is the first principle is listen. Not a lot of successful people aren't good at this, but and I understand why, because sometimes people can go down the rabbit hole of just kind of talking. They just want to tell you about their problem. They want to tell you everything that's wrong in their life, and I think it's important to manage that conversation. But for the most part, you want to hear what people have to say. You have to understand what your customer's trying to say. Two, you need to come with a plan of action. I don't care if you're selling books, I don't care if you're selling t-shirts, or you're selling a multi-million-dollar business. You need to come to some type of negotiation. I remember reading one book, when they're in a negotiation, you want to always make sure everyone leaves the table feeling good about the deal. They might not have gotten the best deal, but they got a fairly good deal. Because, hey, whether you buy a car, obviously the dealership can give it to you for free, but however, they can give you a good deal, or they can probably throw some pros in there, like free oil change, windshield wipers, new tires or something like that. And the third thing that I would say is, and I can't say this enough, is follow up. Once you make that sale or once you engage that client, it's not enough that they just wrote you a check or the case is settled, or you got a good verdict, or what is the domestic relation case. Is follow up, see how they're doing, build a relationship. I know people say it's not personal, it's just business, but without people, which the word person comes from, it's you don't have a business. So when I saw that post, the Tyrese post, I was just like, you would ask Blockbuster 20 years ago, where would they be in the whole video game, whether it was streaming or whether it was renting or Redbox or Amazon Prime. They would probably told you they would have been the king of the mountain. They would have been eating off the spoils for another 40, 50 years. However, with Apple TV, Amazon Prime, they came in and killed the market. And I think that's largely due to those three principles. One, listen to the customers. I mean, two, come with some plan of action and follow up. I mean, if you got, let's say you're a YouTuber and you have 1 million subscribers, obviously everybody's not gonna like you, so you can't cater to everybody's opinion. But however, if you have a fair amount of comments and a thumbs down on your video or something like that, you might want to find out why, and maybe tweak what you're saying, or trash the thing altogether. It's been, I remember one time I was writing a blog post and actually had my editor look at it, and I just didn't like it. I trashed it. One thing that a lot of people don't know about me, when I was doing my PhD, my dissertation, my first draft, I was dealing with one particular dissertation chair, and it was going great. It was moving, had years of research in it, but come to find out, he ended up leaving the department. He didn't leave the school, left the department, go to another department, and I switched dissertation chairs. And my new dissertation chair read the draft and told me it wasn't his program of research. And at that time, I was distraught, I was frustrated, but I had to understand with my relationship with my dissertation chair, if I wanted to get the dissertation done, that I had to find something that was more in line with what he did. And so fast forward years now, I have my PhD, what have you. So this principle that I'm talking to you about is not only just about just your clients or just trying to get more business, but also it's just about a way you get through life. That's, matter of fact, that's one of the reasons why I started doing podcasts and doing blog posts and doing interviews, things of that sort, because what I started to find out is a lot of things in law start to intertwine with business and relationships, just spiritual walk. I mean, a lot of principles I talk about, you can pretty much almost apply them to all sectors in the world. So just to recap, this post is about, adding value and providing a service to your clients. So one, listen, whether it's just reading comments. I mean, I think Gary Vee says he doesn't read books, and obviously I'm of a different school, but he said he just reads the comments. When he posts something, he reads the comments because he feels like that's more organic. That's how you keep up to date with things, in which I totally agree. So I started finding myself reading comments and seeing what people share and what people like, because that kind of tells you where people are, where people in their mindset are, what they're thinking about, where they are in their life, and what new content or what new sales tactic or whatever that you need to employ to get your sales, get your revenue, get your client base up. So second thing is make sure you have a call to action. Develop some plans to fill that need. A.G. Gaston says all the time, or he said all the time when he was living, find a need and fulfill it. And the third thing is that I would employ anyone to do is follow up. Your contact with your client or with your customer base or your following shouldn't be just trying to sell something. Hey, follow up. Hey, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, for buying that car. It might be 3 months down the line. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, thank you for buying that car. Just want to see how it's working. Let me know if there's any questions that you might have. It might be a technical question. How do you sync your phone up to the Bluetooth device? And you might not know anything about it, but it might take you 30 seconds to Google and say how to sync your iPhone to your 2020 Cadillac Escalade and send a link to them. And for them who might be in their 60 years or plus, say, you know what, he didn't have to do that. And then they're gonna keep you on top of mind. So that was just my golden nuggets for the day. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. Stay safe. You guys know how to reach me. You can text me, DM me, leave a comment. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I get kind of inundated with things, so with comments and different things. But if I don't, just send me another follow-up message. And for me, when you send a message, that's just kind of like my task list, because I love to stay in communication with people. All right, you guys have a blessed day.